Yo, welcome back to round two. Ding, 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 ding. Let's get ready to play for round two here. So let me get ready to finish what we were playing. I only got two games in, or one, actually only one game. So let me get back to what I was doing. So we're going to just play two more games until I'm probably going to play until 7:30. So we'll go from there and see. Um, there we go.
To the game.
Oh, hold on. That was my bad. Hold on. Hold on. I screwed up. Hold on. We got to redo this. Oh, jeez. Hold on. Hold on. We got to fix this. Mic check. Mic check. Hold on. Mic check. Mic check. All right. We're good. Mic check. Mic check. All right. All right. Get ready to restart this again. Oh, jeez. Oh, oh. Hold on, we're all right. Yo, Brian. Good evening, buddy. All right. We lost connection to EA Sports server. Please check the network. Yeah, I know. All right, let's try this again. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. All right, let's get started on this. Let's reshare the. All right, here we go. Let's reshare. Try this again. Wally's messing up tonight. But like I said, it's not going to be a long stream because I was on way too late last night. So that's why I'm doing it now. And then we had a catch earlier. So that is why I had to get off for a little bit. So we are back and ready to play. Nice, nice.
It's in the game.
All right, here we go. Let's get that out of the way. All right. All righty, here we go.
Celebrity guests. Tomorrow, you'll see intermittent cloud and can expect a
From
high
the capital of
82 degrees
Tennessee
Fahrenheit and a
and
low
of
of
country
58
music for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans.
Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
Well, we're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And away we go from Nashville. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Purdy on the play action. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. And the Titans are off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as the opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field.
His first throw is an interception. And the 49ers get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Buying some time right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
1st down now. Ball at the 33. He'll start this one on the ground. Pollard. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Come on. Hey. Hawk 70.
First carry of the game here for the rookie from Stanford. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Titans. First down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching the kid, because now they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can throw a weapon in the ground game, too.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. On the draw, the gift to Pollard. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Offense in the hurry up here. The give on 2nd to Pollard. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Get it. 60 Eagles.
From the red zone on 1st. Cut near the goal line. And that is a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the lane. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Joey Sly to kick off for Tennessee.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Moore with a return. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Bails out of the pocket quick. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. Offense up to the line fast.
21.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. It's coming for Purdy. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to be dropped by the Titans. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. So it's going to be 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first.
A 47-yard attempt.
Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And the deficit stays at 7. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Cooper 19. Let go.
First play of the drive. Here's Pollard. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Working quickly here.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
First down throw here for Ward. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far. Not much scoring at this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Titans with the lead here at Nissan Stadium.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point. It's going to throw here on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down. Offense in the hurry up here. There's a run here for Pollard on 2nd down. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Shotgun snap man of War. This one's caught. And he's tackled for a throat gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Another shotgun. It's War. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
On the gun, it's Ward. And he's got it. It's in close. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face fourth and short. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. The Titans will turn to their kicker, Joey Sly, here on fourth down, looking for this field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Sly's kick is up and good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
Moore with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. The final throw before the break. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Chimere DK on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Titans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Titans to the line now. First and 10.
Come on, come on.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. The heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Ready, ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
4th down, here's Ward. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch. And they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained. It's something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Purdy setting up that play action. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete. So they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Now the field goal unit runs on for its 2nd try tonight. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. Pinheiro's kick is good. And here in our 3rd quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
On the return, here's DK. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10.
Pass the 60. Here we go.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. It could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Working quickly here.
70 Timberwolves.
Again, the run with Pollard. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
Ready, set.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Go. Cowboys.
So we're through 3 here. The Titans have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Cougar 19.
Spears on the give, headed right. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans go up by 2 scores, 13 points at the 4th. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. Here's Slide to try the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Titans double their lead to 14.
49ers 3.
All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Purdy flushed out of the pocket. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Play action now. Purdy buying some time left. It's Cox again. It's Kittle. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They strike for 23 yards. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Purdy looking to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
One more.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now Purdy finds a seam down the middle. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Offensive line fast. Purdy on the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Purdy throwing here. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. He goes to the hurry up here. First down, Purdy to throw. Oh, brother, hits another interception. And Jarius Sneed with the INT.
The Titans take over first and
Bye. What trash? What trash? Cubs won. Los Angeles nothing. Wow. Come on, Cubbies. Hey, Wally, what's that sound? Wally is going down. Okay, let's check my division board here. Wow. Holy shit. I am top 30 in my division. Holy crap. Holy crud, man. Oh my gosh. All right. So we're going to get ready to play one more. In my division, I am now up to 30. Tied with 2 other people, I think. I don't know. Heck yeah. All right. Oh, wow. That's awesome. That is so cool. All right. Let's tighten up here. All right. This is, like I said, I already played one earlier. So just want to let everybody know. So you can go back about 3 or 4 hours ago. So we're going to play one more and then we're going to call it an evening. And then we're just going to do
Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Get it! Shotgun snap for Wolf. Short one there to Okonkwo. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good.
On first down, Ward. There's Okonkwo open left side. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
19 more yards.
These two got it going on. 19 on that connection. And another first down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2.
Drop play, here comes Pollard. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. On third down, here's Pollard. And the Titans are going to be set up first and goal. Good running takes him down to about the 4. Ready? Pollard. Trying to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
From a little closer, here's second and goal.
Come on.
From the gun, here's Ward. He's got his big tight end. Kick Okonkwo. Touchdown Titans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Hey, 626.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Hey, 88.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He'll take this forward for about a yard of fence. Xavier Woods there on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they begin with 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
That's caught. They were chasing the points here in the half, but they got them. And we are tied.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here, this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 8 as this kick is sent airborne. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Ward. Middle of the field, he's got a Conquo. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Forward for a couple with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle. They'll try and run here with Spears. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
That's good for a Titans 1st down.
Get it.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
70, 65.
Again, it's Pollard. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go now.
Running here, it's Pollard. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5.
They'll go up here on 2nd down and 5.
Let's go. Go.
Back to throw is Ward. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Again, they try Pollard, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. I.J. Spears. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half, and the kickoff's coming their way. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. A-Rod now to throw on first down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
The Titans take over first and 10.
There are 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Ready. Now Pollard. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
70, hot, ready.
Throwing, Ward. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. They'll be their second, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
The 17-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing is Ward. There's that man again, another catch. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
Joey Sly to kick off for Tennessee.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
On first and 10, it's Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10, 37-yard line.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Again, it's Rodgers. Oh, bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
Mike.
Bye. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Yeah! Top 100. Wow. Holy crud. Woohoo. A 101, I'm at 102, sorry. All right, everybody. I guess you guys deserve one more since everybody just keeps quitting, and I'm going to change my quarterback out this time. Receive. Let's do kick. This is definitely the last one, y'all, for the night.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Joey Slye to kick off for Tennessee.
Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Nashville. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. On play action, Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Now inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 73 yards. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing now, Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 7 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And space tough to come by there, so to get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, 52 yards. And the Titans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Joey Slye on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Joey Slye taking off for Tennessee.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes
Cooks full extension. It's complete. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
That's good for the Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen finding Shakir across the formation. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a first and goal. Motion man is Shakir. Allen to throw once more. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. And that one really pushes them back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Allen now looks to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go. Ready.
Ward now working out of the gun. Short throw taken in by a Concord. And they'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Short throw taken in by Concord. The gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And Spears with another carry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Ready, go!
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
That's what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a 1st down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And this is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing is Ward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a 1st down.
That's good for a Titans 1st down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give here to Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
And here's a give to Spears. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears, 27 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Joey Sly to kick off for Tennessee.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen going to change the look here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now Allen, got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
15. First down, Buffalo.
Now Allen again. Allen going to run with it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. It throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in the hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
52. That's it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over.
Bye. Oh, I love it. Oh, man. This is 3 times in a row that I've made a guy quit now almost. Heck yeah. Okay. Well, sucks. Sucks. Oh, sucks. 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 Let's see. Ah! I'm still down, but that's okay. It's all right. I'm back down again, but it's okay. It's going to fluctuate. I don't know. I'm going to probably quit tonight since I did a long stream last night. I just need to check something real quick. Hold on. Okay. All right. Last game. Last game for sure. But hold on. Hold on. We are going to one. I want to put him in for all right, now let's play. I want to change quarterback, just for the fun of it. Let's do partly cloudy. Let's do, all right.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans. With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. Off we go from Nashville. And it'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Terrific interior performer Jeffrey Simmons on the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
1st and 10 for Purdy. Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Here's Purdy again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's Purdy. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They're going to give the ball over on down. Fake the handoff. Now Ward.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. His pass, caught. It's Chigokankwa. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the 1st down.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Chigokankwa was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Let's go now. Ready.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first point to this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Julius Chestnut to bring it back. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Ward. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Titans football here to start quarter number 2. They've got it second down and 2.
From the 6. 65, 65. Come on.
From the gun, here's Ward. Middle of the field, he's got a control. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard
Ready,
line.
break. Ready. Cougar 19.
They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Brought down back at the
19
45-yard
seconds.
line.
Hop 70. Ready.
To throw is Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
16.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Ward. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Results.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
A throw right side is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it, and the 49ers move out on top, 14-0.
14. Titans, nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Chindike. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. From the 31, here is second and 5. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40. On the ground, it's Pollard. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. The They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running here, it's Pollard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Titan first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready, ready?
Pistol give to Pollard. And he's able to fight through one tackle here. Pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
70, Timberwolves.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. On the give, it's Pollard. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down. So they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
On the jump.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
Ready.
They snap it to Ward. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, San Francisco.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Eddie Pinheiro set to
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Jim Ray DK now to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5. 2nd and 5.
Cowboy 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing is Ward. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Viking 18.
Out of the gun, Ward. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Down the sideline. And he will get into the end zone. King Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Here's Sky Moore now to return it. Ooh. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
It's that.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Set to kick off.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Chestnut. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
Now a handoff to Pollard. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
D. Winters on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
7-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing, Ward. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 46. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now it's Ward. There's Okonkwo open left side. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Pollard. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw is Ward. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try.
And he's in. Jake Okonkwo. Touchdown Titans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
The throw on 1st down is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
13 yards on the play. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 35 yards. Here's 1st and 10. To throw once more, it's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing again is Purdy. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The 3rd quarter has come to an end. Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Again in the air for Purdy. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
It's that. 3rd and goal. Purdy. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, here's DK. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again. Another pass. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Shotgun snap. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lesson
That guy is always tough. Damn. Fudge. All right. I really got to get off before it gets late. It's already 8 o'clock. Dang it. All right. Let's...
It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans.
Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And away we go from Nashville. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Martin Key there for the stop. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Darts out of the shotgun. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now go play action. Here's Dart. Going deep here for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Julius Chestnut to return. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4. They give on second to Pollard. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Bobby Okereke making that stop. From the gun, it's Ward. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Titans.
Going now on first down. Ward. Okonkwo brings it in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll run here with Tajay Spears. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Third down, here's Spears. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. Might be a sign of which way they're going to lean in clutch spots moving forward, partner. Early test on third down, and they chose to run for that first.
Yeah, no question. That just infuses your confidence big time offensively. When you can run it in that situation and move the chains, yeah, they'll do it again.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans tie it up late in the first. And that opening series, you use this word a lot when we brought methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Scatterboo now from the gun. Cuts it to the right. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. And give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
And he's taken down. So that's how our first quarter is going to end. So a little momentum boost there for the defense. One quarter away so far. 7-6 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the Titans rush is going to win this one. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
They'll go. Here's Darts. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory. 1st down now. Ball at the 33.
Get it. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. All the left side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's on the 1st.
You know, they really love that Drake route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into big yards.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Giants with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Ward. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Pollard does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He'll throw this one. Ward. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans grow their lead just before halftime. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, making the words dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead. Maybe be a little armchair quarterback after that call. It's like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
All set for the kickoff. Slime with the honors. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 1918.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Blake Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Dart. He's looking deep once again. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
That's complete to Robinson. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. The Giants using their first timeout. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Giants earn the chance to tie before halftime. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age.
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Ain't buying it, Kate. No, sir. The fake extra point now? Can't do it. This game should be tied right now.
And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown, but here's the problem. That group on the other side, well, they were prepared. They were ready for it. And now, well, you've added a little bit of Uncle momentum to that side.
Tennessee calling it 2nd timeout now. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready, go.
Ward setting the pass. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here's Joey Sly for the Titans field goal attempt. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Sly's kick is up and good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
On the return, here comes Olszewski.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks them with a really long field ahead.
Looking to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to try another deep one here. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Gano ready to send this away. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40.
On the go.
So first down from the 41.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Ward has him on a quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Titans have a first.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
On the draw, the gift to Pollard. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down. Offense up to the line fast. Run here for Pollard on second down. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. Right back to Pollard. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Running the counter, Spears. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Working quickly here. Ward now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So now it'll be second and goal. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
Wow.
Now backed up to the 8. Third and goal.
Come on.
Third and long for him here. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Looking to throw. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Did somebody lose track of downs on the sideline? They have brought the field goal team out. The Giants using their first timeout. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Absolutely fires this one right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Dart setting in the throw here. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, New York. The Giants now within one score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They'll try it on the ground. And he's into the end zone, so the two-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the fourth. So we're down to a three-point game, and now going to try to get back in pursuit of a game-tying field goal. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready!
Throwing from the gun. Into the hands of Okonkwo. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans make it a 9-point advantage.
The play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. The route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with the homeboys.
Now Ward bringing the Titans to the line. They're going for two.
The Titans will line up for the two.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. It just gets to score the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
On 1st and 10, here's Start. Cut by the open man. And he gets this down near the 30. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the second for New York. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Taking a chance to the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, here's Scatterbo. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Bronk. It's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
He connects downfield. And he's going to be touchdown at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Driving forward with Scatterbo. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Giants now within 1 score in the 4th. So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game. They want to run it across. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the 4th. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. 1st and 10 here. Ward. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd and 10. Here's Ward to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans make it a 9-point advantage. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That's the 3rd time they've gone for 2, and now their 2nd conversion, so they've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
You set it down for him from the 31. Going on 1st down. It starts. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Dart now against the blitz. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to be dropped by the Titans. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Giants at a 2-score deficit. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It's complete. Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants now within 1 score in the 4th. Keeping it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Still some time left. Most of the 2 minutes remaining. They need to get this onside kick back. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And they take the attempted onside kick all the way back. Touchdown.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
To the line comes Ward. They're going for 2.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll work against the blitz. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense, it feels like you can't be stopped. You can't wait to say, ready, right. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Trying to push deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. Now they send their back in motion right. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as they're gambled.
All right. That is it, everybody, for the night. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all. So, thank you once again, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to take care and take care of each other. Peace to sweet and good night.